got people's attention for like 1 minute.
Maybe,
like,
yeah, definitely.
Hopefully with all this fucking editing.
Right.
So what do we say? What do we say with that 1 minute if someone is really watching this? What's valuable to say? It doesn't have to be my voice. What's worth saying? What's actually worth giving a focus and attention to? Like, hummingbird creatures zip around aggressively guarding flowers. They remember meticulously where it is they got nectar, and then they return to those sources. They, like, collapse after their adventure. You know, just and basically hibernate every day.
Right.
They're majestic. They're majestic. Like, yeah. I have no idea where we are, by the way.
Okay.
But we have GPS, though. I'm sure it's fine.
do.
It's just a beautiful neighborhood.
It is.
There was, like, a particular row of flowers that I thought were just stunning, and I wanted to show you. Let's walk this way.
Okay.
Or fly this way. Yeah, we were discussing just how everything just feels unjust. Or I guess I was discussing that.
I mean, everything feels that way because it is.
So what do we do? Well, how do we live in a way that is actually interesting, actually fun, actually pleasant?
I think I cannot live in the boundaries or like in the spectrum of other people, and I really have to just like do what I want to do and go where I want to go and like see what I want to see. And it's like because who can tell me that I can't? You know what I mean?
Sure. How you're getting there is not harming other people.
No, of course.
Like, I think
you don't want to do right. The things that you desire to do should always be in pure thought and with good intention. Just say fuck it and just like go for it. But obviously there's work, and then there's money to be earned because money is a thing, and it is a boundary.
How do we, if we were smart enough to create this culture, how can we create a different culture where, because I don't really want to wake up. That's not what I want to do. I would rather never wake up. I hate this fucking place. I hate it, but it's also majestic. Like, what I hate the things I hate, and I love the things I love, and I only want to experience the good things. You can't have good without the bad. Fuck this dimension. Fuck this world. Fuck this entire fucking place. I will have the best nectar that life can offer. Period. And if I don't get it, then fuck you. And stay the fuck away from my nectar. Like, that's just how the world is. That's just how the world is. I am angry. I am annoyed. I'm bombarded with the idiotic nature of so many people. Can I say that I am not that, though? Am I also that idiot?
What is the idiotic nature?
The fact that there was a time, I think I need the camera for this.
Okay.
There was a time whenever human beings walked around and just took a shit wherever. And that shit had seeds from some tree in it. And that seed ended up growing into more life. Like, we literally spend time now going to like poop in a specific thing and then pumping it through like tunnels. What the fuck are we doing? we used to wake up in a dimension, in a life. Yeah, there were predators and other monsters and stuff. And like at this stage, I don't really see any predators or monsters. I mean, I guess cars are kind of that way.
Definitely.
They're loud, crazy things.
Not good for the environment. Yeah.
But more or less, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Like, but if I'm a hummingbird today, then stay the fuck away from my flowers. Stay away. You don't get to have this. This is mine. Like, that's the energy of a hummingbird. Like, why would I share with you?
Is that not what's wrong with today,
though? Are hummingbirds wrong, or are they beautiful?
They're gorgeous.
Are they impressive, or are they demons?
I mean, they're impressive, but
they're demons too.
Are they? Okay.
Yes, that's the thing, is this dimension is evil.
Yeah, definitely. All the way around, yeah.
A butterfly is something that is very, very, like, beautiful and delicious. Bougainvillea, I think this is what this was called, or at least something akin to it. Like, it's gorgeous. It is so saturated with beauty. It's amazing. It is. I get it. But I'm tired of the suffering and the bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm saying that a hummingbird is evil.
Right.
And you said essentially something like, well, it's nature.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, isn't that the same nature of like a human?
Yes. And I said no, because humans tend to act outside of their nature. And I think hummingbirds, they have choice, and they can do they do what they do, but they can only live life in the state of only being a hummingbird, not trying to be anything outside of that. So even though there may have like evil characteristics, it's not really evil, because that's just what hummingbirds do. I think
so is it evil when humans do evil things? Why are we making it evil for that animal to do it and not a little hummingbird?
I think humans have like envy, jealousy, and they do evil things on evil intent. I don't think hummingbirds do evil things on evil intent.
You're kind of implying that humans do have an evil intention.
They can, yes. And
so
usually,
what makes something evil? Because to me, if there is a flower, if there is a flower somewhere that I can get nectar from to supply the nectar, because hummingbirds, in order to power their rapid flight, have to have a ton of nectar.
Right.
In order to maintain that, they must consume.
Right.
So what they're doing is they're literally saying, this is mine, not yours. I need this to survive.
Right.
Like, humans now have like sugar water hanging from their, like, we're...
Yeah.
So is it evil what a hummingbird is doing? You're saying no.
I'm saying no.
So
and
now when a
I
human
can
does
give
the same thing, it is evil.
Yes, because I think the things and the resources that humans think, I think humans live in scarcity, but there is no need for scarcity. Hummingbirds do that because of scarcity, and they definitely need those things to survive. They're moving at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. They need the nectar to survive. I understand like the survival of the fittest. You see it in all kinds of animals.
Including humans.
Yes, I think, but with humans though, we have created and made things up to be something that we think that we need, like money. People hoard money and they have billions of it and they don't give it away and they say, this is mine.
So who would be an example of a human that hoards money?
Any billionaire.
Well, but most of those people have massive companies giving hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, jobs.
Not livable wage jobs. They're still poor.
It depends. It depends. I have slept around with a lot of men, and like if you work at Tesla, you make a decent living. Like you have enough money to have nice things, live in a nice place.
That's real. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, it's not as cut and dry. I don't think, but
it's not as cut and dry. Yeah. But what do you have to do to go work at Tesla?
Be excellent at programming, or have some kind of skill that provides Tesla with good resources, so that they can be excellent, so that they can create self-driving cars and stuff. Like that's the issue. Is every single motivation can be evil or good.
I think even these people who are making not even a fraction of what Elon makes is still helping Elon at the end of the day. It's not like he's not being a generous being. He's just still making billions of dollars. I understand that the concept of creating work and creating jobs.
Sure. So like what would be an example of someone who's doing like what is doing something because of we believe in it.
I think even the
what would you
idea
do?
Of having billions of dollars owning claims and owning just things that are honestly useless, and people have.
Because I think once you make a certain amount of money, like I imagine these super wealthy people, you start to invest it and try to build different things with it, and you hire people that you trust to disperse it in ways that are more or less profitable within the legal requirements. I mean, the problem is I've got to mingle with a lot of different people over the course of my life, and this evil that you're talking about, I've never encountered it. I don't even know if I believe in it.
Really?
I don't. I think it's a mistake to use that word. I think it points to something, but like true evil, what is true evil? Isn't evil just an abstraction? Isn't it just a judgment? Or is there true evil? Is a lion eating another creature true evil?
Yesterday,
I don't think so.
had the day off.
Because it's a lion.
But I think
just like sexual.
I don't know. Are you
stoned, like just sort of this. We're still here. We're still alive.
It just 8 hours went by of literally just being
Right.
touched.
It's still real.
Being
Right.
like that happened.
Yeah.
And I feel looser today. I feel better. Was that evil? That I didn't give any energy to someone who's starving?
I mean, you don't have the resources to
Well,
do
I have
that.
like maybe 16 grand in my bank account. Like that's enough that I could easily go and buy someone some food, but I also am using that resources to make sure I can pay my rent and my bills. And what if my car breaks?
Right,
And then-
because you have other responsibilities.
but
I think
got
if
those
you
based
had,
off of
if
privilege, and
right,
education,
if
and
you
test scores.
but even 16 grand isn't even an abundance for a person. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's definitely not.
Because it's like even money as a concept in general, I even think just money as it's not even a real thing. Like you were saying earlier, someone could take a shit wherever and the plants would grow. Even like because that's real. That is what happened. Right.
And that
because
circle of life
yeah,
still exists.
it
just now
does.
includes humans who are like
But
acting like hummingbirds.
Right. But I think money and scarcity has created humans to act animalistic. Like if that makes sense. I think
just consider us animals. I don't know how to divide the human animal from the animal kingdom. I feel like in the deepest part, like I feel the animal instinct inside me. Like I would like to think that if I was being oppressed, I would really like to think that I would stop and go, you know what, this person oppressing me is doing so because of their own like garbage and their wounds. Like you know, people like to shit on politicians, like let's say Biden, like Sleepy Joe, or Donald Trump, like that like sex offender. You know, everyone wants to talk shit about these like two human men.
right.
At the end of the day, two animals
Yeah.
that are more or less fucked up in different ways, powerful. Like, am I like them? Yes. Probably more like Trump than like Biden. I voted for Biden, but Trump is erratic and makes no sense, and I know
Right.
that's me.
Yeah.
I'm constantly just angry and spouting off things. Like, I could see how I'm a lot like Donald Trump, but I'm also a vegan, I'm gay, I've never had non-consensual sex, like, so, whereas I perceive him to talk about people in a derogatory way. Like,
Yeah.
you resonate with me even though I'm feisty and angry sometimes.
Right.
Whereas I don't really resonate with Donald Trump. Like, I just don't like to hear him speak. It makes me confused.
Yeah.
I bet people feel the same way about me. I'm being like, you need to be a vegan. You need to like live in a tribe. You don't need to live alone anymore. Like, I'm tired of trying.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Like, maybe I do need to guard my flowers and be like, fuck anyone who comes near this flower. I'm gonna protect it. It's mine. But I don't want to live like that.
I don't think that is. I don't think you should either, because I don't think that's the right way to live.
Then what's the right way? Can you walk and talk at the same time?
I sure can.
It would be. Let's see what
I
happens.
think what is the? Do you want me to keep recording?
Yeah, I gotcha.
What is the right way to live?
Yes. What is the right way to live? So we're gonna exit through this gate.
Okay. I feel like I don't have a perfect answer, but I think the right way to do life is to be loving, to be vulnerable, obviously to people who you trust and to people who you care about. But I think in the concept of love, I think that love should come, you should always be giving love to everybody, because I think that's why people are so hoarded and so scarce and so like, this is mine, nobody can have it, is because they feel alone, they feel neglected, and they don't trust anybody.
Like
I
a hummingbird.
Exactly.
So right
But
now I'm projecting what a hummingbird feels.
Right.
But like, I'm basically taking my human experience and being like, hey, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
So this must be how the hummingbird feels. Hummingbird could be blissed out all the fucking time. Their
Totally.
fighting could be fun.
Right.
They might like it.
Yeah, but I think you feel this way because you've been affected by society.
Well, and I didn't grow up in this society too. That's what makes it so
Right.
much more confusing.
Right.
Like, I grew up in a place where there was no advertising, you know?
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that is the best perspective I can give. I just think people just need to be loved, and people need to be seen and feel heard and feel held. You know what I mean? I think just people are just hurt. And I think this stuff that's like made up to think that we need certain things to survive, like money, which is not even a real, in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we give it meaning. But yeah.
How beautiful it is, though. Like, I want, if there's a God, if there is a group of people who needs an artist, someone who can make videos, someone who wants to do good things, but is so discouraged and so tired, so annoyed with the whole situation.
Yeah.
My beak is coming off onto the flower, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
I'm a hummingbird. I know it. I really am. It smells amazing. I would never pick a flower, but I saw it on the ground and I'm like, I'm taking it. Because it's already dead.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna really just get what I can out of it.
Yeah.
I just don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit. But like, this is a little beautiful piece of the universe, you know?
Yeah.
Just like me, just like Trump, just like all of it. It's all a beautiful fucking thing, but I'm just so tired of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like doing, I'm in my underwear, I should wait. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well, let's do it.
There's something, the makeup actually like really works.
Yeah.
Even in its sort of like,
Yeah.
this was cool. This is a film, everyone. This is a film.
It is.
Do you want to introduce yourself in case?
My name is Elijah Wallace. I'm a stylist, director, creative director, all of the things. I live in Oxnard, California, soon to be living in Milan, Italy.
So cool.
So cool. Yeah, and Caleb is my friend.
This is my room. That was the mirror I was using. This is where the hummingbird that is me. Would you mind holding this so I can end the film in a collapse?